Ovieomo Agege condemns alleged diversion of 13% derivation funds by oil-producing states. Hello everyone, welcome back to Greenfield Media. We hope you're doing well wherever you are. May God bless you in all that you do. Please like this post and share with your friends. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Let us know what you think about this story in the comment section. May God bless you. Thank you for following us. So let's hear what Ovieomo Agege, the Deputy Senate President, has to say about diversion of the 13% derivation funds for the oil-producing states. So the Deputy Senate President, Ovieomo Agege, has lamented the alleged diversion of the 13% oil derivation funds by oil-producing states. He advocated full utilization of the funds for oil-bearing communities as against the practice where states releases only 50% of the money to their development commissions. The 13% derivation fund is set aside from the Federation account revenue to help oil-producing communities tackle infrastructural decay and degradation of the oil-producing communities. Over the years, there have been complaints of state governors diverting the fund to other uses. Many have also called for direct payment of the fund through the Presidential Derivation Committee (PDC) and State Implementation Committee to the oil-producing or oil-bearing communities. In a statement by his media aide, Yomi Odunuga, the lawmaker said since host communities bear the burden of environmental degradation from the oil industry, it's only fair that all funds be channeled into their development. He made the comments when he hosted the delegation of oil and gas host communities of Nigeria, OSCOM, led by the Amayanabo of Tuom Brass in Brass Kingdom and Chairman Bayelsa State Traditional Rulers Council, Alfred J.T. Spiff. Mr. Omoige expressed regrets that the utilization of the 13% derivation funds has become a political tool in the hands of state governors in the region and that the diversion of the money had contributed gravely to the underdevelopment of the region that has also affected communities that can hardly boast of having access to basic necessities of life. Quoting Omoagege, it is fair that the 13% derivation fund is meant to ameliorate the conditions of the people who are most impacted by oil exploration and exploitation. That is the only reason this fund was set aside, as a consequence of your agitation, which you led for so many years. These funds are not meant for the state governments. The state governments are meant to be purveyors of host communities. Even in states that have development commissions, they only earmark 50% of the funds to the commission to manage on behalf of the host communities. So what happens to the other 50%? We have always taken the position from the outset that 100% of the funds is meant for the development of host communities, because it is not every area that suffers from oil exploration and degradation, but for some reasons it has become a political tool. The lawmaker also called for gas flaring penalties in the petroleum industry bill to be paid to host communities and not to the Federation account. He said the annual contribution of 2.5% actual operating expenditure by oil companies to the Host Community Development Trust Fund should be increased to at least 5%, and penalties from gas flaring will be used to ameliorate the living conditions in the Niger Delta communities as they suffer from the environmental impact of oil exploration. The reason we are insisting on at least 5% of operational expenses of oil companies for host communities is because of the stability, as their operational expenses will always remain stable. The moment you say it should be profit after tax, we know what they will do. Under this petroleum industry bill, if you give us what we are now asking for by way of enhanced contribution of 5% operational expenses to the host communities trust fund, What it means is that the host communities will now assume responsibilities for the protection of the oil facilities in their host communities. And if this is the case, the portion of the funds the oil companies were spending as security costs should be transferred to us, he said. He urged the people in the region to show more than passing interest in the development of the area and hold their leaders accountable. On his part, the senior special assistant to the president on Niger Delta matters, Ita Henang, called on Mr. Omar Agege to intervene in the 98 billion naira gas flare fund controversy surrounding the pipeline surveillance contract, the 13% derivation payment to oil-producing communities, and the need to pass a bill for the establishment of a derivation commission. So Omar Agege is talking about how state governments or state governors are diverting about 50% of the 13% derivation fund. This is like news to me, because this 13% derivation fund, it wasn't an easy fight to get it in the first place. And to think that the money is not even being spent on the communities fully, that is being siphoned off by the state governors, it's just another way to show that indeed the elite in Nigeria is full of wicked people. If you go to some of these communities, they don't have drinking water. They don't have safe drinking water. No roads, no electricity, just the basic things. They don't have it. So for you, the state governor, to be siphoning off 50% of the money, it just shows that we are still a long way from where we are supposed to be in Nigeria, and we are being ruled by people that are not even trying to get us to the promised land. It's wickedness. You are a state governor. You are in a state capital where you have all the amenities, all the joys of life at your disposal. Whatever you want is at your beck and call. So the money that is being sent to you to develop the areas where those host communities have indigenes that are suffering in abject poverty, you just want to eat from the poor. The monies that you are supposed to use to develop your own state, you are cutting it off somewhere else. Wickedness, I tell you. So let us know what you think about this story. Thank you again for following us, and may God bless you.